From New Orleans, it's the 1993 World Aerobic Championship. The colorful Crescent City is hosting champions from around the globe as they vie to be #1 in the world of competitive aerobics. Over 200 champions representing 33 countries have won the national competition in their homelands and now qualify to compete for a gold medal and the title World Champion. As the worldwide competition reaches an all-time high, tonight's event promises to be the closest ever. Don't go anywhere. We're just moments away from the start of competitive aerobics' most prestigious event. The 1993 World Aerobic Championship is brought to you by Danskin, not just for dancing. From the historic Municipal Auditorium in New Orleans, Louisiana, it's the 1993 World Aerobic Championship. Hi everybody, I'm Rich Lerner, and you are in for a real treat this evening because over 200 superbly conditioned athletes from around the world have descended on the Big Easy to vie for the sport's most prestigious title, that of World Aerobic Champion. They'll compete in 4 categories: men's individual, women's individual, mixed pairs, and teams. Now, this has been a very intense week, a lot of fun, and this promises to be the most hotly contested world event ever. Joining me tonight is fitness expert Charlene Prickett, who will provide color commentary for us. And Charlene, tell us about the judging.
I surely will. Each of the 4 events will be judged by an international panel. They'll be awarding up to 180 points for skill and up to 120 points for presentation for a total perfect score of 300. All routines must take place within a 20 by 20 foot designated area and must include 4 consecutive repetitions of 4 different moves. Those moves are jumping jacks, abdominal curls, high leg kicks, and push-ups. The routine should be comprised primarily of aerobic content blended with acceptable moves from other disciplines, all showcasing strength and flexibility in a creative, stylized performance.
First up, the mixed pairs event. Qualifying rounds were held earlier this week to determine the top 3 countries in each event. Let's find out who advanced to the finals. Finishing in the top 10 were Chile, Italy, France, Korea, and Argentina. In 5th place was the pair of Marina Bilalova and Vladimir Namazov of Russia. They really connected with the audience with a personable routine that showed lots of originality and creativity. 4th place was the pair from Japan, Hiroshi Maruyama and Mieko Oishi. This pair demonstrated clean and controlled movements, but their performance lacked the high degree of difficulty needed to earn a medal at this level of competition. The top 3 who advanced to the finals are the United States, Brazil, and Australia. First up in the mixed pairs event is the United States, Joan Wenson and Patrick Godot. She's the 1990 U.S. individual champion. He won a gold the same year in the team.
And now, the mixed pair representing the United States, Joan Wenson and Patrick Godot.
Music from Phantom of the Opera, very dramatic.
A lovely cabriole. You don't get much better than Joan Winston's cabriole. Look at the height on those straddle jumps. Now watch the presses. Whenever you see a hand press, you want to make sure that the toes don't touch down. Push-ups are perfect. The trunk is straight. The chest touches down.
Very impressive looking duo.
Look at that spin of the one balanced leg. Beautifully done.
Tremendous athlete with style and grace.
Maybe a little loss of synchronization on that leap just because of the differential in their height. Let's watch this press. Very firm, very steady. Watch the press. It's fine. These are the compulsory abdominal curls. I'd like to see more height from Patrick on those curls. Oh dear. Oh, Joan just lost a moment. Oh. That little bobble will not go unnoticed by the judges. These are consummate, courageous, and elegant competitors.
From the U.S., Joan Wenson and Patrick Godot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores for Joan Wenson and Patrick Godot from the United States of America. The score for skill, 121. For presentation, 95. Total score, 216.
Next up is the mixed pair from Brazil, Roberson Magalhães and Marilena Andrade. They are known to bring comic relief to the otherwise intense Brazilian team. His background in karate and volleyball. She joined one of his aerobic classes, and they've been a team ever since.
And now, the mixed pair representing Brazil, Marilena Andrade and Roberson Magalhães.
A nice one-leg balance.
Great enthusiasm.
Woo! Now, the high leg kicks are more difficult this season, and they've executed them well. The landing, the feet must be parallel, or at least with no overlap from front to back, so they are harder. Nice push-up. Push-ups are harder for women sometimes, but her trunk is good and erect. Oh, I like that little leg accent on the press.
Very interesting.
Now, we look for height on these abdominal curls. Some nice accents, but here's what we need. We need vigorous aerobic content. Oh dear, he lost a foot. Touchdown his right foot. And a good aerial to a drop pose. They're talented, strong competitors, but the pressure of the moment has caused them some flaws that will weigh heavy on their scores.
The Brazilians, Marilena Andrade and Roberson Magalhães.
The scores for Marilena Andrade and Roberson Magalhães from Brazil. The skill score 128.5, presentation 100, total score 228.50.
From Australia, Lisa Osborne and Chris Kemp. They have been competing together as a mixed pair since '91. They emphasized to me that they're both Geminis who have been known to fight it out when putting together a routine. But they have gotten along splendidly this week, and here they find themselves in the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mixed pair representing Australia, Lisa Osborne and Chris Kemp.
Chris Kemp, actually a former Australian rules football player. They call him Kempy. Great guy.
No, you make me wanna pick my heels up and throw my hands up and
superb start for the Australians.
Now, just look at their fingertips on those high leg kicks, just for a little accent. Oh, a nice one-leg balance spin. These one-arm push-ups are good. These one-arm push-ups are hard, and she pulls it off flawlessly.
Handsome-looking couple. She's a school teacher.
Shushimova to the floor. Now watch these presses. Can we see any touchdowns? Oops, yes, she just touched the left heel.
Ever so
just
slightly.
Barely. Trunk form is so good on these push-ups. The trunk is straight with no sag at the low back. Come on, girls. Oh, we've got good height on these abdominal curls. I'm glad to see that. Now, look at this little footwork there, just to interpret the music. This is a cleverly choreographed routine. Oh, that has changed since the preliminaries, that test. Pulled it off all right.
Having fun with the routine, too, and selling it to the crowd and to the judges. Wow, super effort.
Oh,
Super effort.
Surprise ending. This is a challenging routine with very clever, almost humorous choreography.
They liked it, and here's how the judges scored their performance.
Felisa Osborne and Chris Kemp from Australia. The skill score, 131.50. Presentation, 96.50. The total score, 228. The gold medal goes to Brazil. The silver to Australia with a point total of 228. And the bronze to the United States with a total of 216 points. Congratulations to the 1993 mixed pair World Aerobic Champions, Robertson Valdez, Marilena Andrade.
And as you see, the mixed pair from Australia will be wondering what they might have done differently after missing the gold medal by the smallest margin possible, a half point. More of the 1993 World Aerobic Championship right after this message. Welcome back. This World Aerobic Championship is taking place here in New Orleans in conjunction with World Fitness Idea.
That's right, Rich. World Fitness Idea is a huge event in which fitness instructors from all over the globe come together for a 4-day blitz of education and motivation. We go to Kathy Davis, Executive Director of IDEA, to learn more.
How do fitness professionals stay informed about the latest breakthroughs in health and fitness? Right here at World Fitness Idea, the leading forum for fitness education. In the 90s, the emphasis is on total wellness, not just exercise. So education plays a huge role in this movement. This is the premier event in the field of health and fitness, with over 3,800 delegates from 61 countries, including Russia, Brazil, and Japan. 160 experts offer attendees the latest research and the hottest choreography.
Up next, the women's individual event. Let's take a quick look at the preliminaries to see who made it to the finals. The top 10 finishers were Chile, Russia, Korea, Japan, and New Zealand. Natalie Tomorrow of Canada finished in a tie for 4th place. She won the gold in 1990 and came to the championship in hopes of regaining the title. She is renowned for her incredible speed of controlled movements. In a tie with Natalie was Sue Stanley of Australia. Sue placed 3rd last year, but due to a 10-point deduction for incompletion of high leg kick, failed to place in this year's top 3. The 3 who advanced to the finals are Paolo Minutolo of Argentina, Gracie Kirche of Brazil, and Joan Wenson of the United States. And waiting backstage is Paolo Minutolo of Argentina. She'll go for the gold when the World Aerobic Championship continues. Welcome back to the 1993 World Aerobic Championship here at the New Orleans Municipal Auditorium. It's Paola Minutolo from Argentina, a two-time national aerobic champion. She's played land hockey for 9 years and has worked very hard to improve her flexibility since entering the sport of competitive aerobics 3 years ago.
From Argentina, the women's individual champion, Paola Minutolo.
Competitors and fans have flown from all parts of the globe to be here. Paola endured a 17-hour flight to be here at her first World Aerobic Championship.
Look at this needle point. That leg absolutely vertical and then goes into a balance, one leg balance, also the leg perfectly vertical. Good Shushanova. Big drop to the floor. Now, on those one-arm push-ups, one shoulder dipped a little bit. The judges can see that. Oh, and the foot touches down as it pulls through. We would like to see that plunge horizontal because it's easier when you tip your head down and go at an angle.
These athletes display amazing strength.
In skill. She needs to bring up her skill level, her presentation and her enjoyment, creativity are there.
The scores for Paola Minutolo from Argentina. Skill 125. Presentation 94.50. Her total 219.50.
Our next competitor is the well-known Joan Wenson of the United States. This is her second trip to the finals of the World Aerobic Championship. An amazing story. Less than a month after capturing gold at the 91 World Championship, she faced an even greater challenge after almost losing her leg in a water skiing accident. 12 hours of surgery. She's back. A long, slow, painful rehabilitation process. And now she has renewed inner spirit, inner strength in her quest for the gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the women's individual champion representing the United States of America, here's Joan Wenson.
Joan is a veteran and very much a fan favorite, former ballet dancer.
Look at this leg balance.
Truly combines strength, grace, and beauty on stage.
Yeah, she's an elegant athlete. Now, oh, what a nice one-arm push-up. presses that straddle press. Good for her. She gets remarkable height on her compulsory sit-ups. Her compulsory curls are well done. Now there's a Winston push-up, which was her signature a few years ago, and that brings her into her in post. She did very well. She's revised and improved that routine since the preliminaries. Good effort.
Let's see what the judges think.
The scores for Joan Wenson from the United States. Skill, 122. Presentation, 97. Her total, 219 for Joan Wenson of the USA.
Our next competitor is from Brazil, Gracie Kirche. She's been a ballet dancer for 16 years and first got involved with the sport of competitive aerobics 3 years ago at the invitation of 91 World Aerobic Champion Mario de Oliveira, a former triathlete. She says she enjoys competitive aerobics because it enables her to express joy.
And now the women's individual champion representing Brazil, Gracie Kirch.
Known as Android because of the futuristic image she created for herself 3 years ago to project the visual side of her character. Very dynamic figure.
Look at the leg flexibility on that supine split. Now we see a little bit of a sag in the low back of the one-arm push-up. Rather see that trunk rigid. Height on those straddle jumps and good landing.
And hit it on the music as well.
Whoa, does she whip those legs up? She just has remarkable flexibility in her legs. Oh, that's her signature. That aerial twist is something she's created for this competition. And boy, will she glean creativity points. And it's firm. She never touched down.
Really creating excitement here in New Orleans.
She is an elegant and exciting competitor. Oh, a Shusha Nova to die for. Lots of height. Nice, rigid trunk on those beautiful push-ups. My goodness, she is an impressive competitor with those long levers and the strength to move them competently through the air. She is a strong contender for this gold medal.
Gracie Kirche clearly owns the crowd here at Municipal Auditorium, and let's see what the judges think.
The score for Gracie Kirch from Brazil. Skill, 136.50. Presentation, 100.50. Her total, 237 points for Gracie Kirch. With a total score of 237 points out of a possible 300. The gold medal goes to Brazil and Gracie Kirch. The silver to Argentina, and the bronze to the United States.
And the difference between Paolo Minatoto's second place finish and Joan Wenson's third was only half a point, but Gracie Kirche's solid performance left no question about first. More of the World Aerobic Championship from New Orleans. We return. Welcome back to the 1993 World Aerobic Championship. Throughout the United States and in a growing number of countries around the world, the road to the World Aerobic Championship begins with a single step: participation in a national aerobic championship. Thousands of individuals compete each year in national aerobic championships in 40 countries. Newcomers to the sport can compete against other first-time competitors in the novice division. If you are interested in learning more about the sport of competitive aerobics or competing in a future national aerobic championship, contact the NAC International Headquarters at 9000 Sunset Boulevard, Suite 1408, Los Angeles, California, 90069. Or call 1-800-NOW-JUMP. If outside the U.S., call 310-278-9700. Coming up, the men's individual competition. Welcome back. Who will be the men's individual world aerobic champion in 1993? Let's take a quick look at the preliminaries and see who advanced to the finals. And making it into the top 10 were France, Argentina, the United Kingdom, the United States, and the Netherlands. In fifth place was Trinidad Chavez of Mexico. This was a very exciting moment for Trinidad, whose finish marked the first time a competitor from his homeland placed in the top 5. Italy's Alessandro Villagiardi's fourth place finish was also quite a feat, considering he has only been competing for 1 year. His many strength moves gave him a very dynamic presence and scored well with the judges. Making it to the top 3 in the men's individual competition are Brazil, Australia, and Japan. First up, Brazil. Alessandro Paiva feels a responsibility, he says, to maintain the reputation of his country and believes that anything less than gold would be considered a failure.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the men's individual champion from Brazil, Alessandro Paiva.
Paiva is a former platform diver and competitive swimmer. Very athletic.
One, two, three.
A lovely straddle jump followed by a Shushanova. Look at his back, how perfectly erect it is during those high leg kicks.
Consistent kicks as well.
He is known for very rapid movement. He works very quickly with complicated, clean movement. But while he's doing all this, now watch his hands here. See how they flip out just to accent the movement? See, while he's doing this move, he's got this little interesting business going on. So his choreography is very clever, right down to his fingertips. He's doing very well. He's sticking this routine.
And showing a great deal of personality in the process.
I think he fell out of that just a little early. Now look at his fingertips. You see, even while he's doing excellent compulsory sit-ups and compulsory curls, he's doing a little fingertip interest. Watch this press move. Not a single flaw in all of those presses. That is absolutely wonderful.
The crowd goes wild. Great performance by Paiva.
He's just as clean as a whistle when it comes to press work.
New Orleans explodes for Alessandro Paiva, and let's see how the judges scored his performance.
Alessandro Paiva from Brazil. Skill, 136. Presentation, 103.5. Total, 239.5 for Alessandro Paiva from Brazil.
Next up is Japan's Kenichiro Nomura. They call him Kenny. From Osaka, Japan, he's here in the finals of the World Aerobic Championship for the third straight year. To date, he has won 2 bronze medals in the men's individual category, and last year took home the gold in the team event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the men's individual champion, representing Japan, here's Kenichiro Nomura.
Kenny Nomura has a black belt in Chinese Kung Fu. Freddie, how does that help him in competitive aerobics?
Well, actually, we'll see some flavor of martial art in some of his moves. In fact, there's a stylized karate kick right here near the top. Here it comes.
A little bit of it there.
Oh, and look at the range of motion he gets on those jumping jacks. Oh, Shushanova to the floor. Fingertip push-ups. Trunk is so rigid. Those are beautiful.
Very popular in the gym.
One push-up with a rigid trunk. Very nice.
Le maître du funk, le parrain du soul, le roi du rhythm and blues.
Split lift to show us the other
Monsieur
side.
Sex Machine, Monsieur Dynamite, le numéro 1 du soul, c'est James Brown. Who the hell is James Brown?
Those presses are well done. Don't touch down. Now, watch his fingers on the right hand. He's counting his reps. Although I'd like to see a little more height on those compulsory abdominal curls. I'd like to see it come up almost to the ball.
Who the hell is James Brown?
Now playing to the audience a bit.
He has such strong, confident movements. And look at that height. I think the battle for the gold is between Japan and Brazil.
Kenichiro Nomura of Japan, and let's find out how well he impressed the judges.
The scores for Kenichiro Nomura from Japan. Skill, 131. Presentation, 102. Total, 233.
Our next competitor is from Australia, Robert Dalabana. For the third straight year, this national aerobic champion has made it to the top 5 of the World Aerobic Championship. He won the bronze in both 1991 in the team event and in the 1992 mixed pair. Robert Dalabana, Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the men's individual champion, representing Australia, Robert Dalabona.
Very likable athlete, enjoys what he is doing. He wants to get married early next year and said that he will retire from competition and would like to open a cafe back in Sydney. I'm over there, we'll have to stop in. Little flare, crowd responds.
He has some interesting arm work here as he does his sit-ups. And it's good height, no doubt. Isn't it interesting how he switches arms in midair? He punches over the upper back just a little bit there on has those splits and those straddle jumps down pat. Congratulations on a fine performance.
And a winning smile, plenty of personality. Robert Dallabana from Australia, and the judges' scores are in. Let's see how he did.
The scores for Robert Dallabana from Australia. Skill, 129.5. Presentation, 96. Total, 225.5 for Robert Dallabana. With a total score of 239.5 out of a possible 300. The gold medal goes to Brazil. The silver to Japan. And the bronze to Australia.
And there are the scores for the men. No close calls here, as each competitor had cleanly earned his placing. Coming up, the team competition. Coming up, the team event. Let's take a quick look at the preliminaries to see who made it to the finals. Finishing in the top 10 were the Netherlands, New Zealand, Canada, Korea, and Japan. In fifth place was the team from Chile, marking this country's first time into the top 5. But their inexperience at this high level caused them problems in their routine, which reflected in their skill scores. In fourth place was a team from the United States. They earned high scores for their execution at a well-choreographed routine. While they showed great control and body placement, their overall skill was not strong enough to break into the top 3. The 3 teams who advanced are Argentina, Australia, and Brazil. This is the second trip to the World Aerobic Championship for the team from Argentina. Daniel Levas is a former swimmer with a black belt in Taekwondo. Daniel Bargados brings a professional dance background to the sport. And Mauricio Freixa has a black belt in karate and started in competitive aerobics 5 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the team champions representing Argentina. Mauricio Freixa, Daniel Bargados, and Nathaniel Levas.
One arm takes them down, the other arm brings them up, and then they spring off the floor to show us their considerable strength.
I'm really having some fun.
These competitors are masters at creating interesting dynamic patterns as they move around the floor with their bodies. Just awesome. Look at this dynamic but real smooth, synchronized forward.
Physical interpretation appears to be right on.
This is new. I have not seen this until this year. A double corkscrew in transition. It's very nice. This is an introductory push-up so that we'll look and attend to their very fine form on their compulsory straddle jumps were high and perfect landing. They're strong. My goodness, the choreography is creative. These are hot contenders for the gold.
The crowd certainly loved it. Let's see what the judges thought.
The scores for Mauricio Freixa, Daniel Bargados, and Nathaniel Levas from Argentina. Skill, 135. Presentation, 101. Total, 236.
Next up, three veterans from Australia, Anton Scott, Robert Dallabana, and David Allen. They all work in the same health club, and it makes it easier to plan their time-efficient 2-hour workouts. The Australian team.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the team champions representing Australia. Robert Dallabana, Anton Scott, and David Allen.
Dallabana in the middle has already completed in the men's individual.
Here's their triple somersault roll. That's new this year.
Very interesting.
Now there's too much time spent here. Too much time in preparing for this triple overload. Have to be real careful on these compulsive
Selling it a bit right here.
Battle jumps and landing. Strength and flexibility, personality. The Argentine and the Australian team will fight it out for this gold.
They liked it, and here's how the judges scored their performance.
The scores for Robert Dallabana, Anton Scott, and David Allen from Australia. Skill, 135.5. Presentation, 100. Total, 235.5.
The Brazilian team is comprised of two sisters and a family friend. 21-year-old Helena Cardoso is a three-time rhythmic gymnastics champion. 23-year-old Olga Cardoso, also a former rhythmic gymnastics champion, admits that working with her sister can be difficult because they don't always see eye to eye. 22-year-old Andrea Valier rounds out this team.
Ladies and gentlemen, the team champions from Brazil, Helena Cardoso, Olga Cardoso, and Andrea Valle.
Trying to make it a gold medal sweep for Brazil.
I am so impressed by the synchronization of this team. Their skills are well matched. Their body types are well matched. Their styles. Look at this parachute push-up. Well done. Watch the landing on the high kicks. I think they are coming parallel. Well done.
Brazilians seem to have the total package, Charlie.
They are so well coached and
presses.
Presses are firm. Oh, yeah, the presses are steady.
Let me say yeah!
Whoa! Synchronization is their claim to fame.
Another great performance from the Brazilians. Let's find out how well they impressed the judges.
The scores for Helena Cardoso, Alga Cardoso, and Andrea Valle from Brazil. Skill, 131.5. Presentation, 99.5. The total, 231. With a total score of 236 points, the gold medal goes to Argentina, the silver to Australia, with a point total of 235.5, and the bronze to Brazil with a total of 231 points.
And once again, it's the narrowest margin possible between first and second as Argentina squeaks past Australia by a half point to take the gold. More of the 1993 World Aerobic Championship right after this message. For Charlene Prickett, this is Rick Floater saying so long from New Orleans, Louisiana, the site of the 1993 World Aerobic Championship. The World Aerobic Championship is a sanctioned event of the International Competitive Aerobics Federation. The 1993 World Aerobic Championship is brought to you by Danskin, not just for dancing. When in New Orleans, stay at the Royal Sonesta Hotel, a grand hotel in the historic French Quarter. For reservations, call 1-800-SONESTA.